Alright guys, I've never done one of these, but this is like a halftime report. We're just coming in from halftime. We just started the halftime with the Patriots. I've been watching the game here. First off, interception by Mac Jones to Stephon Gilmore. Ouch, that hurts. This guy right here, no, just kidding. This guy right here on the Panthers now, I know it hurts really bad. The thing I noticed that I have to actually commend the Panthers for is they didn't play Stephon Gilmore at all before that. I don't think, at least I didn't see him. I kept looking for that number 9 and I could not find him anywhere. All right, but they put him in on that play and I was watching him. I'm like, oh no, Mac Jones, do not throw that way. And of course he throws it right to him. It was crazy. Obviously that one's on Mac Jones. Got to be better than that. I'm sure the game plan was to not throw in the direction of Stephon Gilmore because they know how good he is. But I think Mac Jones got kind of comfortable with Stephon Gilmore not out there and didn't realize he came back on the field. I'm trying to like mentally process what happened, and that's just all I can think of. Now, they just scored a touchdown. The halftime actually hasn't even started by the time I'm recording this because I want it to be released during halftime, hopefully. But Mac Jones just threw a touchdown to Hunter Henry. That's been a good duo all season. But the interesting thing is I feel like every time Mac Jones in the past couple of weeks at least, or a few weeks because he didn't throw one last week, has thrown an interception, he's bounced back really nicely, and that's what you like to see from your rookie quarterback. He came back, he threw an interception, and then goes back and throws a touchdown the very next drive. So you got to commend him for that. He bounced back. He doesn't let it eat him up because like Zach Wilson when we played him, I think it was both weeks I think we played him. But when he throws a lot, like an interception, he kept throwing them, all right? So he gets in his own head. He's like, oh, I got to get a touchdown here now, like kind of trying to prove it. But Mac Jones doesn't freak out. Mac Jones doesn't panic or try to make something happen when it's already not going good. We actually play very conservatively, and it shows a lot of maturity in a football player there. Now, the only other thing I wanted to talk about through the first half is a lot of people I've seen on Facebook and other social medias talking about how the offensive line sucks. The offensive line is letting everybody down. It's not the offensive line, guys. It's Isaiah Wynn by himself. The rest of the offensive line has played amazing, and they really haven't made any mistakes. It's been Isaiah Wynn by himself. I think he's had 2 or 3 false starts. I counted at least 2 just complete missed blocks where a guy just flew past him, including the one where Mac Jones fumbled because he got hit from his blind side because of the fact that Isaiah Wynn just completely missed the block. It's just been bad in that regard. Also on that play, Damian Harris didn't make the block after, but whatever. He's a running back. Isaiah Wynn knows better. He needs to be better, and I don't think he will, unfortunately. Another thing I wanted to talk about as well, Ramondre Stevenson, guys. This guy is the real deal. I've been saying it. He obviously had that fumble early on the season. I think it was week 1. Yeah, week 1, and he got benched for a couple of weeks. That's just the Bill Belichick way, let's be real. But did you guys see that stiff arm? Have you guys seen this guy? I mean, he is playing like a veteran. I mean, the only comparison I can think of, and he's not as good as him, and I don't think he ever will be, but he plays a lot like a Derrick Henry. He's kind of got that taller frame, just a bigger guy out there, and he makes those physical plays, but he can also get that speed, but he just lacks a little bit of acceleration. So once he gets going, it's like a freight train coming at you. And I think Ramondre Stevenson has those qualities. He's also a really good receiving back. So I think we've got something special in him as well. There's a lot to be optimistic about whether we win this game or lose this game. I hope we win this game because we're up 14-6 right now at halftime, and it seems like their offense can't do much of anything. But it's really about, will our offense continue to shoot themselves in the foot, or will they correct those errors and just be a little bit more productive? Because anytime they're not shooting themselves in the foot, basically anytime they are not committing a turnover or a penalty, on a drive, they've done really nicely. The 2 scoring drives, no penalties, obviously no turnovers. So the proof is in the pudding. We would be having a better game right now if we weren't committing those penalties and turnovers. And any drive we haven't done that, it's been very, very well. So I think the offense overall is playing good outside of the penalties and the turnovers. So basically, Isaiah Wynn, and then Mac Jones had 1 interception. So just Isaiah Wynn. Like, if it wasn't for Isaiah Wynn right now, we'd be playing a lot better. And I hate to say that. Really sad to see, and I hope he plays a lot better moving forward. Anyway, guys, enjoy the second half. I know I am. I'm very excited to see what ends up happening with this game. But overall, I think the Patriots have shown a lot of promise, and even when things are looking down, they've found a way to bounce back and play really nicely. I think the coaching has done really nicely, and outside of the 1 interception, I think Mac Jones' decision-making has been really well. Also with the screen pass, they mentioned that play was just, against that defense, was a really, really good play. So I think there is a lot to commend about Mac Jones as well. Anyway, guys, see you in the next video after this game is all said and done.